When I was using, I needed drugs more than I needed air.
That's the best way to describe it. It's like you're literally crawling out of your own skin. When you're dope sick, it's like you don't even want to live. You don't even think you're gonna live.
You're getting high to not get sick. You're not getting high for fun.
No, it's not fun at all. I'm getting high to maintain, to be able to get up in the morning, to be able to eat, to be able to, do normal things, try to do normal things. I'm not getting high to have fun or because, it's just something I want to do. It's something that now I have to do.
Oh shit.
She just fell down. You okay? Nobody woke up one day and said, you know what, I think it would be a really fun time to be homeless in Kensington and addicted to a toxic drug supply.
These people deserve to be loved and treated like a human.
Addiction don't make me be homeless.
This is a public health crisis.
If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be around.
Just check them. Watch your head. Feeling that just want to push them around and just step over them.
It's an animal-grade tranquilizer. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. You could see my bone.
You could see your bone and you still kept using.
Absolutely.
What's the solution?
We are not your trauma porn stars. It's not for your entertainment to watch people suffer. My end goal is for somebody to get sober. I'll tell you about Kensington. That's a pretty loaded question.
Kensington's, to me, is like being stuck in hell.
It's an open-air drug market. It can be served any drug that you can think of.
You get anything you want up here.
This is my first time on Kensington Avenue. There's YouTubers that come down here just to get footage of humans in the worst state imaginable to get clicks and views. But the people suffering from substance use that are out here are real people. They're humans that need help. That's why we're here with Savage Sisters, trying to get people the help they need to get off the streets.
Nobody that uses drugs in Kensington is from Kensington. You have people from the surrounding counties throughout Pennsylvania, Delaware, New Jersey that come here. I grew up in Northeast Philadelphia and it wasn't acceptable for me to purchase drugs and use them outside, so I came to a place where I could.
I got addicted to pain medicine when I was 27. Never did a drug in my life till then. It led me to do dope. I'm gonna be 42 in September. I was clean for a long time and then it kind of relapsed due to my mother passing. So it kind of brought me in a dark place.
When I got to Savage, I felt like a part of something, which really helped me to stay sober. We have 10 recovery homes. We offer yoga, trauma therapy, kickboxing, softball in the summertime. It's just more of like a community setting. We're a harm reduction organization and we anticipate that people are gonna relapse and we try to support them through that. If somebody does relapse, we'll help you get into treatment. If you're not ready to get into treatment, we'll support you in that too.
Dope that they have now, it has a tranquilizer in it. It's very different from what they used to have years ago. It's a sickness that I've never felt before. When I get sick, I have seizures really bad. I split my head open and have 18 stitches before. I can't even get off the ground. Like, I can't even move. It's horrible.
Drugs has taken over your life.
It has for a very long time. And my biggest fear of, getting clean is because I'm scared of the sickness. It's very bad. It's horrible being homeless out here. It's freezing at nighttime. Every time you sit down, the cops will come around and make you move. It's like you constantly have to just walk. It's hard to sleep because if you fall asleep, you don't know what's gonna happen. Sleep here and there when you can.
So this is our drop-in center where we are open 4 days a week. We offer showers, wound care, snacks, clean clothes.
They help out a lot out there. It's not just this building, they do a lot for the community. They go around and when people are overdosed, they oxygen tanks, Narcan.
The people here treat me like no judgment about what I'm doing outside for drugs, and I feel so comfortable and safe here. I mean, the next place showers too.
It's like a safe haven for me to come here. I'm literally like waiting by the door for them to open in the morning.
What are you gonna do now that it's closing?
If I could use one word to describe how I feel, I'm devastated. Because not only have they been here for us, to shower and stuff, but mentally and emotionally also.
The politicians went to our landlord and they asked not to renew our lease and we were pushed out of the building. I don't think they realized what actually happens in this building. Harm reduction people are here to save people's lives. They're public health resources. It's evidence-based. And if people don't have access to this shower and this toilet, they're still gonna need to use the restroom, right? And that means they're gonna live outside. So when politicians come on and they say, what about the people that live here? We have those people in mind, okay? Our outreach is we clean up trash. We wrap people's wounds so people aren't sitting on the streets with open sores all over their body. Like, we have the community in mind, and we are here to help the entire community. Again, people who are housed and people who are unhoused. Because there's people like us that do this work, like, they know where to go when they do want help. The amount of people that we have gotten into treatment, the amount of people that come back into our recovery houses and we get to see them on the other side. You need a bubble or a stem? So on a typical outreach, we have our harm reduction materials, like we give out clean syringes, clean crack pipes, clean meth pipes. We also give out survivor sex worker kits, which are pepper spray, condoms, lube, a snack, water. We have little hygiene kits, we have wound care kits. We just walk around and give stuff out until we're out of it. And you know, I was out here, I never continued to use because somebody gave me a clean syringe. I never continued to use because I knew I could get a free peanut butter and jelly down here.
They don't understand, like, if people will get so desperate, they'll pick them up off the ground. And so, you know what I mean? Like, if they don't have them to hand out, like, it's gonna be here regardless. Like, it's like, you might as well help.
The harm reductionist in me, like, yeah, I'm gonna love you whether you use drugs, whether you go to treatment, whatever. But of course, my end goal is for somebody to get sober. I can't live my life knowing how much better it is now that I did get sober and not want that for somebody. But if that's not what you want, that's cool too. It's statistically proven that people who engage with harm reduction services are much more likely to seek treatment. So I know that anybody I have a connection with would feel comfortable coming up to me if the time came where they wanted to get help.
I started using Percocets when I was 17. Heroin I didn't start using until I was like 28. I'm 39 now. So about the last 10 years I've been doing.
How many times have you been in rehab?
Twice. For the last year I've been homeless, but the other 5 years I had an apartment. When I first started getting high up here, it was regular heroin, but then fentanyl came. Okay, yeah, you know, I could deal with that. But then when the trank hit, it's a whole nother ballgame.
So it's an animal-grade tranquilizer. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's tranquilizing people. You know, I could do heroin and catch a good nod and still be like aware of my surroundings. Trank, it's kind of just, as soon as it hits you, it's lights out.
That's why you see people in a comatose state.
Yeah, and that's why it's so much more dangerous now, too. Like, to be on the streets with that level of sedation. You know, people come in every day. I got robbed last night. My shoes are gone. This happened to me. And it's because they're just completely sedated out here. She all right? She's alive. Trish. 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 She still doesn't have a... tour.
What, Trisha?
Yeah. She moved. Trish, can you not play with my emotions? Thank you very much.
About every 4 or 5 hours, I'll go through like a withdrawal. Makes me feel like I'm crawling out of my skin. About 16, 20 hours, I'm throwing up, stuff like that. So just, you gotta hustle and grind just to make sure you got something for you for when you wake up, something for you for 4 hours from now. A lot of people, they suffer out here. You're stuck. If you don't got family and you burn your bridges, then what are you gonna do? About a month and a half ago, before my wife came home, I actually overdosed. I just came to my agreement with myself that I'm ready to go to rehab.
So you were outside here in Kensington.
Yes, I was. I've struggled with substance use for 10 years. I tried drugs in high school. Pills became harder to access, and like so many other people, I moved to heroin. I have been to rehab 17 times. So many times I went to rehab and I swore that I was finished, that it was gonna be the last time. I had that misconception that so many people do, that, you know, 28 days or 30 days in a facility is all it takes and you're cured and everything's fine. And it was really so much more than that. I had so much that I had to work on and address internally, and I just needed the space to be able to do that. I went to my last treatment center and I actually found Savage Sisters Recovery House. I wasn't done until I was done. It didn't matter how many times my mom cried or begged me to go get help. It was something in me that was like, okay, I think I'm finally done. I think I'm finally ready to give myself a chance.
As homelessness grows, the addiction crisis will just get worse. In places like Los Angeles Skid Row, San Francisco Tenderloin, Phoenix Zone, here Philadelphia's Kensington, politicians are pushing a punitive response that will only make homelessness worse. We need to get these people off the streets so they can start healing after years of trauma of living outside.
Amputation rates are up, I think it's 34% in the city of Philadelphia over the last couple years, which is like Vietnam rate numbers because it's not made for human consumption. The xylazine is causing people to be on the streets with these gaping wounds that are also very painful, but they're also not treated properly if they go to the hospital.
One time I had a bad abscess on the bottom of my stomach and I literally couldn't walk. I had a bad blood infection. I was literally still walking the streets because I was scared to go to the hospital because I didn't want to feel that withdrawal. Family and my boyfriend made me go to the hospital and I left in 2 days and they told me that if I leave I could possibly die. That wasn't even a concern of mine because I already feel like I was dying inside. I don't want to be on the streets. I don't want to be on the corner doing drugs. Like, that's not something I wanted for my life. Like, I didn't grow up and say, hey, I want to live in Kensington on the streets and freeze all night and, you know, have to worry about if I'm going to get killed or robbed because people, you know, every block they're shooting every night. Like, you know, think of them things when I was a kid or wanted to, you know, do these kind of things. I just kind of got, you know, wrapped up in it, you know, by taking pain medicine. It just brought me down a dark road.
I was dependent upon xylazine and I had wounds myself and both of my arms kind of from here to here were all open. You could see my bone. Fortunately, I got sober, they healed up.
You could see your bone and you still kept using.
Absolutely. A couple years ago, people said the only way these wounds are going to heal is through abstinence if people stop using drugs. And we've seen that by offering showers and wound care on a regular basis has caused these wounds to start to heal. We've seen people's wounds get better. And that's just with our street side wound care. If these resources were available more frequently and at a higher capacity, I think we would see the amputation rates go down and people start to heal. You need work, son? You're welcome. She just fell down. You okay?
Yeah, just fell.
I know. You almost got hit by a car. I just want to make sure you get up. Ooh. I know that I'm one small decision away from being right back here, and I guess I just never want to forget that.
What's the solution?
Number one would be safe supply, but nobody wants to have that conversation. Number two would be an overdose prevention site. Nobody wants to talk about that either. Even if every single person we've interacted with today came into the storefront right now and said, hey, we all want to go to treatment. I don't have somewhere I can send all these people. It sounds great for the mayor to say, we're going to give everybody the option of treatment or jail. Well, where's the treatment? There's no treatment facilities with updated withdrawal protocols. There's not bed availability. Instead of trying to gentrify a community, we could take what's already here. There's so many abandoned buildings. We could easily take any of them and turn them into a low barrier shelter. Right now, you want everybody off the streets, but you're not offering them anywhere to go.
Okay, just checking. Watch your head. These people deserve to be loved and treated like a human. There's a lot of people that are unwilling that just want to push them around and just step over them, so.
Eviction notices for homeless people. Like, that's not the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life.
You're pushing people to nowhere.
Exactly. Just back and forth. It's just the shuffle. That's just going to continue until we have resources.
Wherever you live, please support the harm reduction organizations that are going out saving lives and saving taxpayer money. We need more harm reduction, not less.
We have been here for 2 years now, and we had no idea what this place was going to be. It exceeded our expectations like so greatly. Don't get me wrong, on days it sucked, right? You're dealing with people in like the lowest parts of their life and emotions are high and it can be stressful and it can be overwhelming, but I wouldn't trade the last 2 years here for anything in the entire world. I wish a place existed like this when I was on the street.
It's like my second home, so it's gonna be tough. They're very good people, they help a lot. And if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be around.
ready to go to rehab?
100%.